Welcome back to Technique with Thompson. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about how, even if you don't have sticks and mallets at home, you can make sure that you're training your body to move the correct way while you're playing your instrument. So first I'm going to go ahead and show you if you're playing a drum. And this would be anything where you want to use what I call a German style grip, where your hand is flat. This is the way that I've taught you guys over the years, and it's a good starting point. So if you're holding one stick in each hand and you're playing anything like that, 2-mallet marimba, snare drum, toms, any timpani, quads, anything like that, to get yourself started as a intermediate player, you're going to want to use the German grip. So a good way to train yourself is something that's called wrist builders. So what you do is you take your entire forearm and place it on a surface. As you can see here, I'm placing my hand on a practice pad, and it's not really quite long enough. It's nice if you can have it where your elbow is also on the surface. A countertop is a great place to do it, or a desk. Get it where your entire forearm is flat and curl your fingers into a fist so that it's on the surface, and then check and see if your wrist is at a correct angle. So if I turn my surface up, you can see, make sure that your wrist is not way to one side or way to the other, because that causes tension. Make sure it's right in the middle, and then lift straight up and try to make it where you are hinging, where you're not going towards one side or towards the other side, but just straight up along your wrist bones and then back down. And you want to do that motion slowly at first until you make sure that you're really doing it the correct way. Straight up, straight back down. If you've been playing percussion for a while, which almost all of you have, you probably already have some habits. Those habits might be correct, and there's a very strong chance that they're not. You may be slicing a little bit. You can see that right here my hand is not going straight up and down, but it's going at a diagonal. Make sure that it's going straight up and down, and go really slow. You can do this while you're watching Netflix, regular TV, what other random stuff that kids these days do. Just when you're scrolling through your social media, just be doing this with the other hand. But when you first start, you need to pay close attention. And then after you know you're doing the motion right, just keep going, and then every once in a while just check in and make sure that you're doing it right. You don't need to go fast, you just need to program yourself to do this same motion over and over until you're consistent. And then go to the other hand and do the same thing. Check it out, make sure that your hands are flat, make sure you're not slicing. You want to be making good habits and not bad habits. So make sure that it's exactly the right motion. So once you guys have done that for an extended period of time, then you'll be ready to go on to the next lesson of Technique with Thompson.